What essentially Lil Wayne will be the topic. Thank you for the share. Lil Wayne is going to be the topic, but
we're going to flow into other little
what are the big umbrella things we're going to be talking about?
The big umbrella things will probably be money management, finances, is it just business savvy,
music industry, the current climate of the music industry,
right? And I think branched off to just entertainment in general.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Just the direction entertainment is headed in general, especially if you look at the deal that AT&T had pushed through with Warner Brothers, making the whole 2021 movie release schedule go straight to HBO Max instead of going to theaters.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So all the blockbusters that would have been coming out now, they're going to go to streaming platforms.
Yeah. Well, the ones that AT&T owned, which was AT&T owned Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is in conjunction because they have a deal with the HBO and all those companies, and so all those is basically a way to boost up HBO Max, using the pandemic as a jumping off.
Yeah, because man, shit. This guy's a movie buff. Right. When's the last time you've been to last time you've been to a movie theater?
Around this time last year, because there's no movie theaters open in LA.
Exactly.
Right.
So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what was the last movie you seen?
Oh shit, I don't remember. Like Spy Kids. No, it was a couple movies after Spy Kids. Damn. It wasn't Spy Kids. It was the one that Will Smith. It was an animation that Will Smith was in. I forget the name of it. I think it was Spy Kids, but it might not be.
All right, well, welcome, guys.
No, Spies in Disguise.
Spies in Disguise, yeah, Spies in Disguise.
That was like one of the last movies I saw in theaters.
Before we get started, let me make sure. Okay, I already got 2 comments over here. Oh, Sean Burner. You know what I'm saying? Remember Sean Burner?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Kevin Dawson said, there's a law that is like that in the 18th Amendment that's supposed to bar those Congress members. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. They're even talking about Nancy Pelosi, like trying to I don't know the terminology, but not seat these Europeans. Like, look, man, you cannot you know what I'm saying? Like, you committed sedition. You know what I'm saying? Right, because you took the oath to defend the Constitution, and now you're subverting it. So you're going against your own, you know what I'm saying?
Also, what does that say for Ted Cruz, too? Because he's in the Senate, you know what I mean? Where he was one of the lawyers trying to push this shit through.
Okay. So who? Ted Cruz? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the thing with Ted Cruz, he was like, he's a coward. He's a coward. Because Ted Cruz was like, I'll go to the Supreme Court. I'll go to the Supreme Court. Knowing damn well it was never going to go to the Supreme Court. Knowing damn well it was never going to. Yo, this man, Donald Trump, I'm trying not to curse, but he absolutely took a poop on your father. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he talked trash about your wife.
Yeah.
Publicly.
Yeah, he said your wife was ugly.
He said your dad killed JFK.
Yep.
And here you are, first in line to defend this man. Do you not have any morals, man? Man, Ted Cruz irks me, bro. Like, his face irks me. Like, everything. Yo, man, these Republicans, it's at a point where they literally lie to their
own base.
Yeah, they treat their own base like. Now the Democrats lie too, but they kind of spin. You know what I'm saying? They understand that we're way smarter than their base. The Republican base is. I don't want to speak radical, but the Republican base, man, they got to set their knowledge up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At this point, it's a ethno cult. At this point, bro, it's an ethno cult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So look, if you are on Facebook, I urge you. I urge you to go here. I'm gonna send a link right here. This is for Lasana, Disco, Kevin, Sean. I want you guys to go here. Only if you're comfortable with it, of course. Let me find.
What up, Cliff?
Cliff, what's up, bro?
trying to get them to come from Facebook.
Yeah, just go ahead and say something. I'm gonna try to get this on.
Yeah, man. So these are wild times we living in, man. Wild times. Because now you got that, and now on top of all that, you got the vaccine rollout shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they talk about problems because, Trump's not letting the transition team really come through like that.
That's what I heard.
And so it's like, you got to pass that baton off. You know what I mean? And if you ain't in there, like, meeting with them, it's about to be a little drop baton in there, man.
Yo, they said the September 11th, you know what I'm saying? It came because it was like a hiccup in the transition time back in them days. Remember when George Bush, it came down to the Supreme Court in Florida? Mm-hmm. And therefore they lost about 30 days of the transition.
Oh, when
and then September 11th. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right.
September 11th happened basically like they took advantage of the loophole between the transition time. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. All right, guys. So there, I just did it right there. If you're on my Facebook, I'd appreciate it if you click this link and you came to my caffeine. You know what I'm saying? That's the link right there. If you feel it in your heart to do that, it's a better experience on caffeine. Okay, so you go to caffeine. We're reading the comments. We're going back and forth. On Facebook, it's hard for me to do all of this stuff at once. So on Facebook, I'm not going to be seeing the comments as much. But regardless, that's a phone number for you to call in. If there's anything you like to say, something we're talking about now, something that we talked about last week, or anything dealing with this topic. So basically, Craig, what's on your mind? What you want to talk about this week, brother?
All right, so we're going to be talking about Lil Wayne's little deal where he sold...
Jeez, hold on one second. All right, go ahead.
He sold his masters to his catalog for $100 million to Universal Music Group. And we're even knowing about this because he's being sued by his manager for $10 million. So we just wanted to get into that, the who, what, whys, and the wheres, and kind of get into the science of the finances behind that. You know what I mean?
So I remember when we were preparing for this show, you said there was another entertainer or musician that sold their masters.
Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan recently sold his masters for $300 million.
Huh.
This was like maybe only a week before Lil Wayne sold his masters. You know what I mean?
I wonder to who.
Oh, I don't know who he sold it to.
All right, here I got it right here. So
Did he sell it to Universal Music too? Because there's only
so many hands.
Yeah, there's only like 3 or 4 record labels, really.
Okay, it says what Bob Dylan selling his music catalog does and doesn't mean. Universal Music Publishing Group is getting control of what's his name?
Bob Dylan.
Dylan's songwriter's income, but it doesn't take over recording rights of future songs.
Right, so it's just his catalog.
Yeah, but knowing Weezy, that nigga about to sold his future catalog too. Yo, man, this is one thing that we really have to know. Like, see, we look at stars and we look at people on TV, and we almost think that they're subhuman. We almost think that these people don't go through the same things that we go through, if not worse.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Just because you know this man's songs, just because we all know who he is, just because he's a recognizable figure, doesn't mean he's not in financial hardship.
Right.
It doesn't mean that. He could very well. Yo, listen. Here's the thing. A man can make $50,000 a year and have more money than a man that makes $500 million a year. All depending on your
circumstances, your debt,
exactly,
income ratio,
exactly,
your lifestyle,
drug abuse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lack of financial planning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. Like, when our people, we get money, like, our cost of living goes up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We get
see, the other part is how much money did Lil Wayne lose in, like, baby mamas? You know what I mean? You be having a kid over here, a kid over there, a kid over here. This one wants X amount of dollars a month. This one wants X amount of dollars a month. And then you have the strain of the pandemic, because nowadays musicians aren't actually making money off of their music.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The music is basically free. So they only really making money through their shows and sync deals. You know what I mean? This song appeared in a
licensing
movie.
Here, licensing there.
But from the actual sell of the music, you're making nothing.
But if you sell your catalog, ain't no more licensing. You sold your licensing.
You sold it basically for the money now.
Yo, and see, everybody, so this is the question we ask you guys. Is that a good deal or a bad deal? Would you do it or would you not? $100 million is a lot of money. But
Right.
look, but this my biggest thing is this. Us as so-called black people, right?
Right.
We have to start owning shit, yo. We gotta stop selling stuff, right? Yo, these Europeans, they don't work harder than us. They're not smarter than us. But what it is every generation we're starting over. We're starting all over again. Every generation,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because we're not passing nothing down. You know what I'm saying? If Lil Wayne passes his catalog down to his children, they never have to work again. Now, $100 million, yo, you can spend $100 million. It may sound crazy, but you can spend $100 million.
Right. We got Rob G saying it's a bad deal. We got Wild Girl saying she wouldn't have.
Wow, that's good to know. I thought a lot of people would be like, $100 million? Are you crazy? I thought they would be like, are you crazy? Of course you take $100 million.
Right. So, but
I wonder if the kickback from the streams amounts to $100 million. Probably not.
Yeah, the streams aren't really worth it.
Because $100 million is for everything.
It's all into the future. Like, over time, I don't know. But then it's also for his masters, but it's probably for the percentage he owns of his masters.
So let's do this.
Because we keep saying for his masters, and that's probably for the percentage he owned of his masters. Because you don't know how much
Baby owned, how much Drake owned. That's right.
I mean, because
I
don't know those details.
That's
you
right.
Know what I mean,
so,
because
that's right.
That's right. Baby owns a percentage.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah.
I don't have to know that.
Shout out to Big Smack for the follow.
So if Baby sit here might own 50%
That's
of the
right.
masters, your $100 million is for your 50%.
Oh, that's a great.
It ain't for the whole
point.
100%.
And listen, Lil Wayne don't own 100% of his masters.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like just based on his issues with Birdman from over the years, he don't own 100%.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, yo man, the way they was talking with the way Baby did them, they're like, yo man,
Yes.
they made it seem as if Baby owns damn near all of it and just kicks him off here and there, treats him like a little side chick or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then, and that comes into the point about the manager, because he had Lil Wayne had a manager, Ronald Sweeney, and Ronald Sweeney is the one that helped broker those deals between him and Cash Money to settle that. You know what I mean? Because you remember years ago, Lil Wayne was refusing to put out albums and shit. And then you had Cash Money refusing to put out, what was one of those Carters? I can't remember the number.
Carter 5?
Was it Carter 5?
Cliff said, is there a way we can get no more details? I'm going to read Bob Dylan's deal with Universal, and we can probably extrapolate. But if you find something, send it to me so I can read. Go ahead.
Right. And so that's how we even know about this, because Lil Wayne's manager was basically like, no, you still owe me $10 million. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so because of his lawsuit, like, yo, you still owe me money from past shit I got you out of.
That's right.
That's how we even know about this now. You know
That's
what
right.
I mean? So it's a lot of little twists and turns out there.
All right, so let's do this, man. So, yo, Universal Music Group, they got money to spend right now. I don't know what's going on, but they looking for investments. All right, and so this is Bob Dylan. Who is Bob Dylan?
He's a folk singer.
From the group?
No, he was a solo artist.
Okay, all right. The news that Bob Dylan has sold his full publishing catalog to Universal Music Group in a deal estimated to be worth more than $300 million is a big surprise in the career of one music's greatest songwriters. It's likely one of the biggest deal of its kind ever made. But what does this sale mean exactly for Dylan's song? Here are the main takeaways so far. Key point number 1. All money generated by Dylan's prior work as a songwriter has a new recipient. All money generated from his prior work has a new,
Basically his old album, his old classic
so
albums.
all of his old albums or whatever,
right.
Universal Music Group gets that money.
Right. That's why they give him $300 million.
All right. This deal concerns only the publishing rights for Dylan's existing songs, the publishing rights. Okay? Maybe not the sales, right? Because sales, publishing, and licensing,
I don't know how that works.
Publishing is writing credits.
Yeah.
It's not performance credits. It's not performance. And then composing, because it depends. It depends if you write the music, you perform the song, or write the lyrics. So all that, actually, matter of fact, all that is publishing. All that is publishing. All right. So the deal
So
concerns.
basically, that means he gets any new stuff he records, they don't own. Is that that's
Yes.
what I'm gathering? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So here, let me go back. All right. This deal concerns only the publishing rights of Dylan's existing songs, the music and the lyrics for all of the 600 or so songs he composed since his career began, and the songwriting royalties generated that way.
Mm-hmm.
That means that any time Blowing in the Wind, any other hit records, or any other Dylan composition gets streamed, sold, played on the radio, used in commercial enterprise like a TV advertisement or film spot, the songwriting royalty check that would have gone to Dylan would now go to Universal Music bank account instead.
Right.
The same goes for any other artist cover songs written by Dylan, and for the band's 1968 classic, The Wait. Wow. It's important to note that the deal only covers the publishing side of the two-lane road of the music rights, not the recorded music side.
Okay.
How do you interpret that?
Okay. The recorded music side being the physical aspect, possibly. You know what I mean? Like he could maybe still like own the rights to come up with. You know how people come up with 25th anniversary this album, they remastered this album. He might still get a piece of those future like compilation albums that they package together. You know what I mean? Bob Dylan's greatest hits, whatever. So he probably still gets money from that, but from all the other shit, you ain't get none of that.
All right, I'm going to read that one again. It's important to note that the deal only covers the publishing side of the two-lane road of music rights. So there's two lanes. There's the publishing and then the recorded music side.
So then for the Lil Wayne, it sounds like Lil Wayne didn't give up everything, man. I'm curious then.
Recall that Taylor Swift's $300 million catalog acquisition by a private investment group covered recorded rights but not publishing. Oh, yo, I still own the recordings, my nigga. I still, like, I could do remixes, right? Like, I still own the recording. But anytime, any money that's generated, this is how I'm interpreting it. If somebody has a better interpretation, let me know. We should know. We're in the music industry. We should know this shit. But it gets kind of complicated, right? The opposite of Dylan's side, the owner of the publishing right typically controls whether or not the songs are cleared for TV, film, and ads. In Swift's case, that's Swift. In Dylan's case, okay, all right, okay, all right, boom. So I'm making a movie.
Right.
I want to use your song, right? There's two things. I need to get permission from you.
Right. Or whoever owns the rights to the song.
Yeah. I get permission from you. That's one thing. You give me permission, and then you might say, hey, man, I need $100 million. Okay, here's $100 million. But then the actual streams of it is the publishing side.
Okay.
So Dylan still owns. Dylan be like, look, you want to use my shit in Transformers? All right, that's gonna be $2 million. I need that $2 million for that. But now the actual streams of it and the revenue generated, then that goes to Universal Music.
Right.
Same reason Gucci was able to sing all of his full songs in the verses. Is that right?
Okay.
Shit keeps going away quick. Jeezy couldn't. Wow. So here we go. Dylan's songs could start appearing in more movies, TVs, and commercials. Since Dylan has been more than willing to exploit his catalog in the past, like licensing for Apple, Victoria's Secret, Cadillac, Pepsi, and more, this seems unlikely to lead to a major shift in how often you hear his music in contexts like these. There could be more to come, though. If you find yourself wondering why some of his songs... Okay, Dylan's recorded output will stay the same. This deal does not cover the master rights to Dylan's recordings. That is, the rights and royalties associated with any of the albums and the songs he released as a performer. Oh, it's as a writer. This also means that there should be no charge to future installments of Dylan ongoing bootleg series of unreleased songs.
So songs that are unreleased aren't covered under that. That's
Right.
the point. Okay.
Right.
So that's why you can he can still release an unreleased album with like all the songs I had in my vault, and he can still get money off of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So artists and songwriters benefit by getting massive lump sums payouts right now in exchange for giving up their revenue streams to new owners who benefit by being able to scoop up whatever lucrative opportunities or streaming revivals are possible in the future. Since investors with deep pockets are still hungry for new deals, the fervor is not dying down anytime soon.
So basically, there's about to be a whole lot of artists about to be selling their rights to shit in the future, right?
Especially for those who barely owned it to begin with.
Right.
Now,
Right.
now here's the thing about assets. Here's something I know about assets. I'll do it in terms of a rhetorical, or a simple question. Would you rather have a house that's worth $10 million, or would you rather have $10 million cash?
Ooh. Well, for one, I think it depends on where I am in my life. But off the top, I might want the $10 million house.
Okay, so essentially what I'm asking is, what's worth more? The same amount in an asset or the same amount in liquid cash? That's essentially what I'm asking. So that house, that $10 million house, here's my whole thing behind this, man. My whole thing behind it is this. What the hell do you need $10 million cash for? Like, what is out there that you need $10 million cash for? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell do you, like, you know what I'm saying?
Acquisition of a business? Maybe.
But you could do that with loans. You could do that with a down payment, with maybe not so much. Because my whole thing is this. As soon as you turn that asset into $10 million, you got to pay the taxes on that right? You depreciation. You immediately face depreciation.
But if you have $10 million, you're investing it though, cash.
But that's assuming when you have the asset, it's already in investment. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So the thing about it is, it's all about cash flow. It's about cash flow, guys. It's about having that asset. Because look, if you need cash, guess what you do? You get a loan and you put your asset up to get the loan. So if you ever need liquid cash, all you got to do is take a loan out and you still own the asset.
So do you think the Bob Dylan deal was a good deal or a bad deal?
Like you say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing, hold on.
Because he got $300 million.
You asked me, yeah, that's right. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But look, you asked me, is it a good deal or a bad deal? Universal Music Group thought it was a good deal. Right? Right?
Yes, or else they wouldn't have made it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. They thought it was a good deal.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? He'll never touch 300 million. I don't know about that. See, here's the thing. See, we're talking about astronomical numbers, but in your life, you might get inherited a house that might be like $600,000. So the same thing goes for you. So if you have a house at $600,000, as soon as you sell that house, trust me, you're gonna go on vacation. You're gonna give some money to your kids. Nigga, that $600,000 is gonna immediately go to $400,000 immediately. Then you gotta pay taxes on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And in God's honest truth, you don't need $400,000 cash in your bank account. $400,000 cash in your bank account, you're doing a disservice. You're better off having an asset. That's my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm no financial planner. You know what I'm saying? I'm not financially great.
You talk about what you would do in this situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just like the asset. It's all about the asset. Yo, Donald Trump got inherited $400 million.
Does Bob Dylan have kids?
I don't know.
That would be interesting. Because I think that plays a factor in probably how he's looking at it too. You know what I mean? Good European man like that in the 60s and shit. I'm sure he was sowing his royal oats a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Getting that punani thrown at him after the show. But I wonder how much that plays, like if you have children or not. Because if you don't have kids, you just think like, hey man, I'm gonna take this money now, whatever, live my life, do what I do. But if you have kids,
right,
I'm sure that makes a factor too.
I'm trying to find
because we know Lil Wayne has kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you're basically taking $100 million now, but that means, you know what I mean?
Man,
when it comes to your music catalog, your kids aren't going to inherit that. I mean, they might inherit other assets he has. You know what I mean? Because
All right, he got 6 kids. Facts.
6 kids. See, but that's what I'm talking about with why your money be low, though.
You see, y'all assume that Lil Wayne is rich. I don't know why y'all assume that. Just because he makes songs telling you he's rich don't mean he's rich. You see, that's what I'm trying to get into y'all heads. He's already How much is his manager suing him for?
$10 million.
Okay, there was another $20 million lawsuit that he was facing, right?
I believe so.
Nigga, that's $30 million.
Oh no, wait. His manager is suing him for $20 million.
That's right.
Because there was a $10 million deal that he didn't finish getting or something like
Listen,
that.
Birdman was not paying this man. Remember, he wanted to strike and all that.
Right.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Wayne got like,
to the point that Rick Ross had to write that diss song.
Exactly.
Please, all my producers, can they get paid? You know what I mean, against Baby. So
don't
he
assume
no penny.
And then another thing too is they say a fool and his money soon depart.
Right.
You get this man $100 million. Y'all assuming his kid's gonna be paid. See, y'all don't understand this shit, man. That shit can fly, man. $100 million can fly. It sound like a lot. Of course, it sound like a lot. But it could fly though, man. Bad investments. You know what I'm saying? Like having no structure to your life. You know what I'm saying? Mad baby mamas, tricking out girls all the time. Next thing you know, like that shit get down to $10 million. You start like, oh shit, my money, where'd it go? Shit. Damn, where'd it go? You know what I'm saying? He got a drug problem, man.
Well, I think the problem is with celebrity entertainment is, if we're being honest, the bulk of your money is kind of time bound when you get it, or when you get it age-wise. Meaning, like, think of an athlete. An athlete, by the time you get your 30s, it's a wrap. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Except like baseball.
Okay.
So you got X amount of millions of dollars, right? But now that you start to get, because Lil Wayne's like 38 years old. So now that he's getting into his 40s and 50s, that money.
They can't see that. But this is what I'm hearing you say.
Yes.
I'm hearing you say something like that.
So your peak is over here in your 20s. Yes. And now you're going down like this.
That's it. You're never going to get paid. Yo, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. And so the amount of money you're going to make is now not going to be what it was when you're in your 20s and in your prime. But you created a lifestyle for yourself that you need X amount of money to sustain.
This is right, brother.
Because you created a lifestyle like, let's just say somebody like a celebrity, like,
security.
I have a lifestyle where like I need like 3, 4, 5 million a year. That shit was fine when you were making 20 million a year or 15, $10 million a year. But now you're making.
That's right, brother.
If we're keeping it real, you might only really be making like 700,000 a year.
That's
or
right,
some
brother.
Shit.
And now it's a deficit.
Yep.
And now,
so now you only make 700,000 a year.
Yeah.
But you need 300 million.
Yeah.
You need 3 million a year to maintain.
And now you got it. And then hopefully you bought some assets.
Right.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Snoop Dogg. I'm saying this from what I know. All right. Remember Slant Eyes?
Yes.
Ted Chung?
Yes.
All right. I was, for those that don't know, I was I don't know if you remember or not, but I was his intern. I was Ted Chung's intern.
Okay.
At a record label. It was an independent record label. Ted Chung is now Snoop Dogg's manager. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ted Chung met Snoop Dogg because he invested in blunt wraps. And so he went to Snoop Dogg and was like, yo, blunt wraps. And that created a whole new relationship. Now, what I do know is then, Ted Chung opened up Cashmere and all this kind of stuff, right? He's like the man in Hollywood now. The thing about it is, one of the reasons why him and Snoop really got along, he got Snoop's paper right. Snoop was blowing his money. There's things that I don't even want to tell you guys about Snoop's money, but Snoop was blowing through money. Like every month was at least $50,000 to $100,000 every month. Like on frivolous stuff. Man, Ted Chung had to go in there and be like, listen, bro, because he went to University of Penn, one of the best business schools. So right. Listen, bro, do this, do that, do this. Master P had to talk to him too. Yo, he would have been broke today. Now, it sounds crazy, but imagine like what if he sold all of his publishing at one point for a bad deal? That's what I'm just saying, man. P gave him $1 million. Yo, Pac wasn't doing well when he was in jail. Pac wasn't doing well.
Right.
So we think fame means money. You know what I'm saying?
It means money to a certain degree, but we're not thinking about the long-term income of that money. You know what I mean? Like, because you're making this money now doesn't mean you're going to be making this money in the future. And you got 6 baby mamas, you done already tricked off a good amount of money with 6 baby mamas.
Baby mamas cost a lot.
Yes.
Babies and their mamas and side chicks and all that.
Yeah, because
that's a lot of money,
this one
man.
wants $20,000 a month.
Yeah.
This one wants $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
this
right.
one you might have 2 kids with. That one you got 1 kid with. That one you got 1 kid with. Like, that shit adds up. That shit adds up.
Yo,
and I'm saying it adds up because they still expect this amount of money, but now you as a celebrity aren't making that same amount of money anymore. So now you're low-key deficit spending.
That's
you
right.
Know what I mean?
That's
like,
right. That's right. And
like,
don't get hit upside the head for what's that shit called every month? Child support. You know what I'm saying? Alimony.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And then
but niggas tricked though.
And then half the time these niggas don't be paying their taxes right. Niggas always get caught up in some tax fraud. You mean real
bro? They're not paying their taxes. They're not paying.
Like they're not paying their taxes.
They're not paying their taxes.
So then the tax man come because you didn't pay your taxes for 5 or 6 years.
Taxes is a third of your income.
And you get Wesley Snipes. You know what I mean? You end up like Wesley Snipes.
Yep. I do security for celebrities, and they struggle to pay me. They be fucked up. That part. That part. Man, they be faking, y'all. Celebrities faking. Georgia in the house. I don't feel sorry for none of them. Damn, you don't feel sorry for them?
Yeah.
Damn, your paper must be right.
But the part that I think compounds on top of this that we didn't get to yet was also Lil Wayne is now facing a federal gun charge. You know what I'm saying? And he could face up to 10 years for this gun charge. Now, more than likely, he's not going to do 10 years for this gun charge. So I'm not saying.
But this is federal.
Yes.
And when federal come down, they got an 80.
You got to do 80% of that sentence. There ain't no getting out early for no good behavior like you do if you're doing like a little state crime.
That's right.
This is federal.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean?
That's right.
Also, this is a repeat of because Lil Wayne got charged for a gun charge back in like 2008, 2009, and he had to do like a year. You know what I'm saying? So this becomes like a repeat offender kind of shit. You know what I mean? So if he did a year last time, you automatically assume he's probably gonna do a year or more this time. You know what I'm saying? So how much of his selling it for $100 million, how much of that was in the back of his mind too? Like, I'm about to sit down for like a year or two.
Yeah.
Who knows how long?
Yeah.
Because I think he gets sentenced in January. You know
he just pleaded, so he was just like...
he pleaded guilty, so he pleaded guilty. So there is no going to trial.
But that's why I put this picture here. Now, if any of y'all remember, it was the election time, and Donald Trump was looking for our vote like a mug.
He was giving them chippers.
50 Cent said on the Breakfast Club that Donald Trump was giving out money to any of the rappers that wanted to take it.
Yep.
They said he offered it to 50, and 50 was like, money's all right, but I'm cool.
You end up like CIRC7E Michelle. You know what I mean? CIRC7E Michelle tried to take that bag to sing at his inauguration. After that, she low-key got blacklisted by the black community. They was like, oh, no, we ain't having it.
We're not with you, sister.
Exactly.
You sold us out.
Exactly.
And so next thing you know, okay, there's a pandemic, there's no shows. There's no shows. Yo, how much money Lil Wayne was making, 80% of it came from shows.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck what it is. Most of his money came from shows. Ain't been no shows in a year. His money is dry. Not just him, but a lot of artists. Matter of fact, I won't give away too much information. Yo, what's up, Blade Hunnits? Like, I have a feature with like a platinum rapper, right? Bro, I got it for the low. I got the feature for the low. Why? Why? There's no shows.
No oxygen out here.
And, yo, they hurting. Them artists is hurting.
The air is getting thin.
Yeah, man. I mean? Especially if their lifestyle is up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because a lot of them was making that good festival circuit money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You perform at a festival, you get like 30, 40, 50,000 just for one show.
A pop, nigga. What?
Yeah.
That money's dry. That's a lot of money, though, that dried up. Because here's the thing. When you're making...
Three Pisces Moon says, and there won't be any for a while. Talk about festivals. And I'm saying,
show money. Yeah.
There ain't going to be no show money for a while.
But here's the thing about it. If you getting constantly booked for 5 years and you're bringing $100,000 a month, whatever, like you work that into your whole budget. Yeah. So when it stops, you're like, yo, I need that money.
Right.
That shit is already spent. You know what I mean? This, that, and the third.
Right.
Yo, here's the thing. Right. The same. This is all I want to say. the same financial troubles that me, you, and you guys have is the exact same he has. It's just
Magnified
more
on a bigger
zeros.
scale.
It's just more zeros
Magnified
and
on a
more
bigger scale.
commas.
You know what I
That's
mean?
all it is. Don't think he's in the good, he's in the clear, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not trying to make fun of him or nothing like that. I'm not trying to disparage the brother. But what I want to do is use this as a learning opportunity for all of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we're talking about this, man.
Right.
All right, so for those that don't know, that's a live phone number for you to call into. Call us, 424-261-3107. I'm sure there's something you would like to say.
Let us know. Would you have taken a deal? What moves would you have made? You know what I'm saying? Call us in and let us know. Hit up that number.
All right, so while we wait for the first person to call us for the night, I'm going to read an article about Lil Wayne selling his masters, and maybe we can gather some information from it.
We got a call.
Thank you for calling. What is your name and where are you from?
What up? I'm Ronald Green. I'm from Winston-Salem.
Oh, thank you for calling, brother.
Yeah, no question. Hey, so I think the question is, what are the chances of Lil Wayne or old boy Dylan we were just talking about ever touching that kind of money again?
Never. Never.
So why not kick out Bob Dylan? I mean, he old. He was hot back in the 60s.
Right.
He done made all the money he gonna make, real money. So why not get that $300 million?
Okay, let me tell you why. Have you ever heard of Boyce Watkins?
I can't say I have.
Okay, no big deal. So he's like a black financial, guy or whatever. Advisor, right? Like he's been on Breakfast Club. And I took his class called the Black Business School. One of the first things he made us do is come up with a financial plan, 100-year plan. And we were like, what the hell you want us to come up with a 100-year plan for? He said, yo, in China, every grad school, every business student has to come up with a 300-year plan in China. You see, now to us, it's out of our we only live one lifetime. That's all we think about. But if you're thinking about in generational wealth, if you're talking about something that spans over continents, over time periods, you own assets and you don't sell them. You own the banks. You own the land. You own this shit. That's why the white man is popping now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but okay, so on the flip side, keep it hot. Shit going crazy in the world.
Right.
All right, so when shit hit the fan and you need milk and bread and eggs, you can't barter no damn masters.
Bro, but think about what you just said. You talked about the biggest money you can make, and then now you're comparing it to being broke. You understand what I'm saying? You just said $100 million is the most money you can make in your life, and now you're talking about being absolutely broke.
Right, because when I take $300 million, I can buy 200 acres of land and harvest crops.
Listen, Lil Wayne's catalog is going to be way more lucrative than any sort of land you can buy, though.
He'll never see it, though. If he was going to see it, he would already be seeing it and not need the money.
I don't know. I mean, what you think?
If he fucked up and he ain't got no money right now, why ain't he? The thing is, why ain't he seeing it now? The tree should be bearing that fruit for him now. What is it going to take?
That's because the money he did get, he didn't make good investments. So now you're going to give the same man $100 million to make 100 million more mistakes.
Facts. I feel that. But he never touched $100 million in his lifetime off his masters. He wasn't going to see it. His kids wasn't going to see it. His kids wasn't going to see it.
I mean, here's the thing. No, but see, you're right. Hold on. Let me be clear. You are right? Like, to see all that money at one time, you're right. But guess what? Like, I don't know how much money he was making per month. But when you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's all about cash flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day... Go ahead, brother.
My man was making nickels out of lead and the toothpaste tubes. I read the book. So, but you also have to understand that the same man that wrote that book wrote a book with Donald Trump, and the name of the book is called The Midas Touch by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. And they said in that book that anything they touch turn to gold. If you touch something and it don't turn to gold, you need to move on to touching something else. And you can't touch something without the viable resources to do so.
Right.
Like Wayne, he still owned 100% of Young Money. So as long as Drake and Nicki and whoever else is signed to that label, he's still eating.
Do we know that?
Off of that?
Yeah, we gotta look at those details. See what he owns it.
So what am I looking up? Young Money. How would I find out who owns Young Money?
Wayne owned it.
I'm saying, how would I find out though? Let me see.
Oh, I mean, I'd imagine you Google it.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
out.
out like.
Look at it.
Let me see.
With all due
Basically,
respect,
your point is you're trying to say what percentage of the masters of like Drake and Nicki Minaj and like Tyga and stuff like that does he still own?
Okay, just for the this is Wikipedia. Young Money Entertainment is an American record label founded by Lil Wayne. Young Money's president is Lil Wayne, lifelong friend and fellow rapper Mac Maine. The label was an imprint of Cash Money Records and distributed by Republic Records.
Right.
So that money goes to Birdman. It goes to
that means Birdman and them own a cut of it.
the label. Okay, but it doesn't say.
So it's a 360. Everybody touching that money.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we're just gonna find out for sure though. That's it, brother. You're probably right. I just want to read it for sure. The label was formed in 2005. In 2006,
Cliff says he won Soul Control in 2018.
Soul Control, but that doesn't mean that he actually is getting paid though.
Mm-hmm.
Soul Control is like But anyway, brother. So finish your point while I read this, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you got a chance to make somebody, like, I own a business, I own a cleaning business.
That's right, brother.
And somebody offered to buy my company 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And money, so they wanted to buy my company.
Yes, sir.
And they wanted to give me 30% of the company they own for me to come and own part of that company.
That sounds like
Because
a good deal. Huh?
Wait, I'm trying to say, so it would have been 30%.
Wait. So what you're saying is you were gonna sell 70% of your business?
No. I sold. They gave me $400,000 for a company that I was barely making $50,000 a year for.
Oh, okay.
And then the company that bought my company is a multi-million-dollar company.
That's right, brother.
They gave me 30% of their
Well,
company.
first of all, congratulations, brother.
Oh, yeah. I ain't saying that for recognition. I'm saying that to say that they saw value in me. They bought my company and then gave me 30% of that. So I'm now 30% of the company that they owned. I own 30% of it.
Yeah, I mean,
and I get an equal.
yeah.
But you seem like you was able to get some ownership or something out of the deal too. You know what I mean?
He retained ownership.
You got yeah. Like you kind of lost ownership in your business, but you gained ownership in another business.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the possibility that I had of making $400,000 directly and immediately with that company was
but brother, you was gonna make that in 8 years because you were saying you're making 50,000. So you basically you was gonna make that in 8 years, right?
That's before taxes. That's before payroll. That's before supplies. Blah blah blah. It was a little part-time gig.
Right.
But the company that bought my potential in me and my ability to grow the company, and so now I work with them, and they pay me very well to do it.
Right. But they also that was just one business, so you could use that money to go start another business. You know what I mean?
That's what the $400,000 is.
Yes. I mean, I definitely see your point. You know what I mean?
I like owning shit. You know what I mean? That's just, it's like we businessmen, and you do what's best for you and your family. You know what I'm saying?
No question. Hey, my nephew played for the Cardinals. Number 74, DJ Humphreys. He went 24 in the first round back in 14, 15, something like that. He played out of Florida. And one of the first things I told him was, look, if these motherfuckers can write you a check for $18 million, what do you think they checkbooks look like?
Yo, but see, that's what I wanted to say about the 400,000. Hold on, brother. That's what I was gonna say about the 400,000. You took the 400,000, but at the end of the day, they knew that, yo, man, this shit is worth way more than that.
They knew I was worth more than that. They didn't care about the cut. They dissolved my company.
Huh?
They wanted
the assets, huh? They wanted your assets or something? They wanted
they dissolved and sold all that shit. They didn't want none of that.
What did they want? They wanted something.
They wanted me.
Oh, Islam.
They knew the only way to get me to come and be a part of their company was you see what I'm saying?
Got you.
So when that happened, the 30% And so I was able to take that money,
Oh, word.
make that. I put my wife through medical school at Wake Forest.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go to private school. Like, it changed my life. I was on the track to do that with or without them. It just expedited the process.
But if you don't, if that 400 ain't invested, that shit goes down to zero. That's all I'm trying to say.
Never, because I own 30% of a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 400 though. Oh, the 400,
the 400, that shit was minuscule compared to what I'm making now.
Yeah.
That sounded like it was a great deal, man.
Man,
That
hey
sounds like a
man,
great deal.
hey,
Bro,
hey, man.
it
Fuck
was
it, you the
like I
man,
would
bro.
have been a fool to turn it down for sake of ownership. I would have been crazy to turn it down for sake of saying that I own something.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, brother. They figured out 400,000 was to get you. Remember, they don't want Lil Wayne. They want what he did in the past. They want his assets. Like, you see, it's one thing if they invested in your business to buy your assets, but you're telling me they didn't give a shit about your assets. With Lil Wayne, it's all about the assets. Like, I want a milli. I want, you know what I mean, Carter 5. Nigga, I want Carter 4, nigga. I want your assets, my nigga.
This is the thing, though. Let me ask you this. I got a daughter. My daughter's 13. I got a son that's 4.
Right?
I ain't gonna say I sheltered them because I'm a street dumb. Like, I'm from the mud. So, like, I want my kids to experience some of that so they can appreciate what they got.
Of course.
My daughter listens to hip hop. She listens to all the new music. She couldn't tell you a Wayne song. So, the generations to come, like I tell her the same thing about Beyonce. 5 years after Beyonce stopped making music, she's done. Beyonce don't have no classics, no timeless Whitney Houston, Dionne Warwick, no crazy music like that. She don't have nothing that's gonna be.
Whoa, you say Beyonce ain't got no classics?
Don't. Let that slide, man. Let that slide.
Okay.
She ain't got no class. Name a classic she got.
Nigga, Crazy Love.
Halo.
Crazy
like,
Love is a classic song.
Come on, bro.
That shit, they ain't not gonna remember that in 10 years.
Bro, whatever.
Man.
Let's keep it moving, though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, how much more valuable are those masters to Lil Wayne right now and in the next 10 to 20
Bro,
years?
it's like this, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would spend $1 million to make $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just would.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No question.
That's all. Well, thank you for calling, brother. That's what's up, man. I appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah, no, I just ran into the show yesterday after the battles, and I rock with y'all, man. I appreciate this. This is good shit.
Thank you, brother.
Okay.
I love the dialogue. Y'all be safe. God bless.
All right, God
All
bless,
right.
brother.
So basically, we have a caller saying that it's possibly a good move
Yeah.
to sell 100 million. I mean,
Yeah,
to
because
sell
when
your
else
catalog
you gonna
for
see
100
that kind of
million.
money? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? I just
Well, this really does come down to individual choices. You know what I mean?
keep talking.
But did the caller wrong?
Keep talking.
Yeah, it really comes down to individual choices, man. But I think Wayne felt like he was almost his back against the wall.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean, like it's not.
That's right.
I'm not sure if the caller's back was against the wall.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
you're in a different headspace mentally.
Yeah, that's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Like nigga, this bill coming, that bill coming. You got your kids looking at you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got this jail shit coming up because this nigga's going through jail time. You know what I mean? The question is just how much jail time.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're not really thinking of nigga took that Trump money. You know what I mean? Like nigga was hurting. Nigga was hurting.
So we got a phone call. Thank you for calling CIRC7E Media. This is Affairs of Men.
What up, Mr. Cliff in the building?
What's up, Cliff?
Same old. I think the last caller brought an interesting perspective.
Yes, he definitely did.
So, but let's move on. I got my own perspective. We're also, by judging Wayne spending, like getting this 100 mil right now, we're judging him based on assuming that he gives a fuck about.
No, brother.
kids.
But Cliff, I'm assuming he doesn't give a fuck about that. That's the problem. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly. But I mean, as far as penalizing him for it, right? Right. Like,
Yo, regardless,
like it sounds like a great move. If I'm selfish, I don't understand the logic. I'm like, bro, I got it now. For me.
I mean, of course, nigga. If I'm a drug addict and I need money for my fix, it's a great deal. You know what I'm saying? I might have did this shit for $2 million. You know what I'm saying?
But even like with less like of a less tragic type of need for that money, right? Like you can do something with $100 million and create something else.
Yeah, but see,
I think I'd hold on to it simply because even like just like Beyonce, right? We're gonna hear that music in movies.
of course.
Right.
We're gonna hear that. And what's the next hot shit that's gonna come out that we ain't even ready for in 50 years?
So you said the next hot shit. Let me distill what you're saying. There's gonna be a new platform or a new technology or a new streaming service that will require this particular content, is what he's saying. And you know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing that happened with Prince. Like Prince had his catalog. My nigga Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? The Europeans wanted it. They wanted it, right? But he went to Jay-Z because he owned it. I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
MC Hammer remade Super Freak by Rick James. That got Rick James some bread.
Stupid bread.
You never know what the next thing is.
Yeah.
People were on MC Hammer. Some people didn't even remember or know who Rick James was when that shit was popping.
Bro.
Right.
And that's what you're talking about.
So I'm gonna ask you
You're
this.
talking about.
I'm gonna bring it down to our level. Would you rather have a house that's $300,000 or would you rather have $300,000 cash?
When you put it like that, you make it. It seems like I have to work with all or nothing in that moment. I'd rather have a $200,000 house.
Yeah, we're talking either or. This is the choice.
That nigga's a Libra like a motherfucker. That nigga.
Nigga trying to loophole it.
Yeah, I'm talking about your Venus and your Mars. Your Venus and your Mars are in Libra.
Nigga trying to.
Yeah.
Man say the house. Blade Hunnit say the house.
Rob G said the house.
80 say the house.
Well, I mean, of course, it sounds good to rather have the house because it's an asset. But if I'm living in the asset, it's also hard to rent and make money off the asset.
True.
You know what I mean? Gotta put myself in debt.
But you lower your bills though, because assuming the house is paid for. You know what I mean? There's a $300,000 house that's paid for. So
I'd rather have that. But no, I like to have the house. You know what I mean? But I have to keep it going.
Yeah.
no, it's
you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. But with the asset, you can rent out the asset and make. I don't know how much rent is out there, but you make $2,000 a month. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Wait, okay, hold on. Let me see.
I sent you a couple texts earlier.
Hold on.
Because this is the real point.
Go ahead.
What's your point?
I really don't know what else he owns that's long term.
Well, we were still trying to decide how much he owns of
I thought he
Young Money.
I think he got sole ownership of Young Money in 2018. Now, I don't know what cut of those artists' royalties and stuff go to him, and I definitely don't think their future stuff goes to him. But he gets a cut of some Nicki Minaj stuff, I think.
Hey, Maurice, send it to that number right there for me. Send that again to that number.
Some of that Drake stuff, some of that Tyga stuff.
Right.
You know, some of the Young Money stuff. Like, he does have Young Money. Some of that Drake stuff.
My fault, brother.
I sent you 2 texts on the circle.
Yeah, and I got one of them up. I'm just gonna read it when I have some time. Yeah.
And I heard that his lawyer said this. I heard he didn't even confirm that he sold the $100 million.
Yeah.
His lawyer that's suing him for 20 said he sold it back in June.
Yes.
So how about this? Let's read the article right now.
Cool.
All right. Lil Wayne allegedly, you're right, Cliff, allegedly sold masters in a 9-figure deal. Wayne's former manager is now claiming, oh man, y'all right. Cliff's right. Nigga, that shit came from a nigga that you owe a nigga 200. He the one, I mean, you owe him 20. You owe him 20. So he the one saying it. Of course he gonna say that if he gonna sue you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right, I'm sorry about that.
But it has to be based on something, though.
Yeah,
you don't just come out and say some wild shit like that, and if ain't no basis on nothing.
All right.
I think he did it.
Wayne's former manager is now claiming that the rapper sold his masters to Universal Music Group. Yesterday, we reported Lil Wayne's former manager, Ronald Sweeney, filed a lawsuit against a rapper looking for $20 million in unpaid wages and damages. That's a lot of money.
Yep.
As Sweeney explained, he was hired by Wayne all the way back in 2005, where he was tasked to help Wayne resolve his issues with Cash Money and Birdman. We're not talking about issues of friendship. We're talking about financial issues. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas get pillaged and plundered.
Yeah, the niggas not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? According to TMZ, it was revealed in court documents that this dispute was finally resolved in 2018, and that Sweeney was a large part of it. However, as the manager claims, he wasn't paid properly for his role in the deal and eventually fired.
He didn't get all his money, basically. They
Right.
paid him part of his money. He didn't get all of his money.
Perhaps the most interesting detail to come from the lawsuit is the fact that Lil Wayne allegedly sold his masters to Universal Music Group back in June of this year, in the middle of the pandemic. This bombshell came as way of Sweeney to explain that Wayne currently has the funds to pay what he is owed. According to Sweeney, the deal with UMG was worth a whopping $100 million, which is quite the cash haul. Interesting. Wayne himself had yet to confirm whether this deal has popped or not. In the meantime, Wayne is currently dealing with other legal issues as he pled guilty to a gun charge that could put him in jail for 10 years. All right, anyways, so did that answer any questions?
Not really. I mean, not nothing we didn't already talk about.
The second one I sent you went a little more into detail. I thought it was interesting too, because that's where I found out about the Young Money situation, and it made me maybe he's putting his future money from the music into that situation. Maybe he's hoping the Drake and Nicki songs will actually bring him more bread than his own.
Okay, here we go.
So maybe he's playing both sides of the fence.
Okay, here we go. How Lil Wayne won ownership of his label and built a $150 million empire. Lil Tunechi is now the sole owner of Young Money Entertainment. Points. Point 3 points. Point 1. Lil Wayne successfully claimed ownership of Young Money Entertainment. Number 2. He's been involved in legal dispute with his original label, Cash Money Records, for years. Number 3. Whether Lil Wayne will retire after Carter 5 remains to be seen. All right, here's the article. You guys jump in at any time. Rapper Lil Wayne, born Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., has severed ties with Cash Money, the music label that signed him in 1998 when he was just a teenager, and is now the legal owner of the label spinoff, Young Money Entertainment. Wayne settled the $51 million lawsuit out of court for an undisclosed sum, which Forbes reporting a $10 million settlement. Wait, hold on. Wayne settled the $51 million lawsuit out of court for an undisclosed sum, with Forbes reporting a $10 million settlement. So he got out of that deal for $10 million.
Yeah, that was back in like 2000.
He got Young Money Music.
The terms. Wayne's imprint is now owned entirely by him. Praise Allah. Though the label shares distribution with Cash Money parent Republic Records. For his fans, the lawsuit conclusion signals for a forthcoming release of his new album.
But see, that's that he owns the label, but that doesn't necessarily mean he owns 100% of the masters of like Wayne and Nicki Minaj and all that shit. I mean, I'm sure he owns a part of it.
He owns his percentage of those acts.
Yes.
Things, and that's where the trade-off is. I think where he gives his masters this time, where he sells it this time, is the opposite of what happened in this case. Like, they gave him, okay, you can have Young Money solely, and your cut is bigger with all like Drake and Nicki and Tyga, you know what I mean? And we're gonna give you $10 million also, because he was pissed about the money he wasn't receiving for royalties. So it's like, that sounds like he tried to do the long-term game in that out-of-court decision.
Damn.
And then he's like, fuck it, this time I'm going to get the whole bread this time. Because now some people need handlers. I don't know how he's handling the business.
Damn.
You know what I mean? He might be handling it good. He might just be blowing money. We don't know. So,
right.
And he can also realize that, man, this is a lot of work. Let me get this $100 million right now. Fucking pass this responsibility off. Like, I'm good.
I mean, because we know he's an incredible artist, and we know that artists, You know what I'm saying? They're focused on the actual artistic side, not necessarily the business side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he wants to be, like, high, making, like, you know, punchlines and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which he's great at doing. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's the thing. I want to know about this Birdman situation, too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, we're not really trying to pick apart this brother specifically. We using this to talk business amongst our people. We use this to talk finances. And, you know what I'm saying, what we would do if given assets and things of that nature.
Man, what we got to talk about, though, is...
and it goes back to Dave Chappelle.
In what
right?
way? In what way?
It's like, in the same way, like, will you walk away from $50 million?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Maybe Wayne is like, I'm not walking away from the $100 million.
You want to write it down?
Man,
but that's a lad.
Okay, thanks for the call, Cliff.
Hey, Cliff, I just text you. That was just Smack about to sign Lil Wayne. He about to start battle rapping and shit. Fucking with Cassidy and shit. Yo,
he already said he couldn't do it. He said if I'm on stage and some dude's in my face, he's like, nah, bro, I can't even. He said, I get too angry, bro. I want to fight somebody. He said it's very hard for them to do what they do, man. I thought that was tight.
All right, brother. Thanks for the phone call, man.
People.
As always, I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah.
All right, cool, bro.
Yo, man, we gotta talk about this though, man. What's up with these rappers always getting caught with guns and shit all the fucking time, man? Like niggas, Wayne already got caught with gun charges before for the same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably crossing you on an airplane. You get caught with a pistol in your bag in the airplane. Like, niggas don't got nobody with them just to carry the gun for you? Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, I don't understand, like, the level of income you at, the level of people around you. You have nobody that takes these charges for you.
Or you can't get a legal gun? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is America, you know what I'm saying?
The problem is crossing state lines with the gun. Because when you get those legal guns, a lot of times it's just for that state.
This is what I think. What I think is... they forget that they have the gun and then they hop on the airplane and then get jammed up. You feel me? Like, because that's what happened with Joel Santana. He just got out of jail. He went to the airport. And he was like, holy shit. And he tried to run out of there. And they found that brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like...
you should have a goon or two that will take that charge for you.
Yeah, no, but I just don't like the image of if it's always rappers being in legal trouble over this type of shit.
Well,
Like, and that's really the point I'm getting to.
But I'm just saying though, you're Lil Wayne, bro. Like, you gotta be heated up though, bro. Like, yo, you got enemies, you got, you know what I'm saying, frenemies, you got cousins, you got a wife. Yo.
But my point is though, these aren't the only entertainers. How come I never hear about George Clooney?
Yeah, because
I never hear.
That's because he's not from Louisiana. He's not from New Orleans.
Man, nigga, Lil Wayne probably don't even be in New Orleans no more.
Bro, George Clooney not from the gutter, bro. What we talking about? Yo, man, they got enemies, bro.
I don't know.
They got enemies, bro. I just think that they should have somebody else holding a pistol. Yo, somebody you just... Yo, man, I just put you...
No, but how does it look, though? That is always, like... Not to be on no, like, respectability politics type shit. You know what I mean? But it's just like, if you keep portraying yourself a certain way, you then can't get mad if other people see you that way. You know what I'm saying? So as a people, if the number one music we listen to, people portray themselves as goons, people portray themselves as drug dealers, whatever, then how is it that sometimes you could then get mad when people see you as a goon or a drug dealer when in popular media, that's how you portray yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that's kind of like that with this weird little, like, angle. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hear about the Rolling Stones getting caught with pistols. You know what I mean? I don't hear about motherfucking the Foo Fighters in rock bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's...
And the part of it is...
the niggas around them ain't from Bounty Hunter Watts.
Part of it is, you know, we talk about, like, hip-hop police, and the police obviously got black people under a microscope.
Hold on one second, okay?
That's obviously part of it. That's obviously part of it.
Cut.
All right.
Yo, you gotta cut down the volume too, brother.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying, because Lil Wayne got caught for it before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's something that happened before. So when we talk about getting caught making the same mistakes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, it happened one time.
Yeah.
It's like, what did you learn that time?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you get caught moving funny, you go, oh shit, I got tightened up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then the other problem, he's only gonna do probably like a year or two. And if you have so much money, what's a year to you? You know what I mean?
Hello?
So
I'm sorry, that's the wrong phone number. Somebody just called.
Oh yeah, my son had called you.
All right.
Hold up, he had to go outside for a minute. He coming right back.
All right, tell him to call back.
All right, well.
man, I don't know. That's all I'm saying, man. I just want to like analyze that angle about. I mean, because it's not even just a gun possession. It's just like recently we have a slew of rappers getting shot. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they got the pistols.
Like we got King Von from Atlanta that got
That's
shot.
right.
It was somebody else. I want to say from Florida. Somebody from Florida just got shot recently. I can't remember who. You know what I mean? I think everybody in the comments is laughing about the mom answer the phone.
Yeah. Come on, don't laugh at the mirror now, bro. Hey, it says, all right, so I got this article right here. It got Birdman and what's his name? Slim. Can Cash Money, the label that launched Drake and Nicki Minaj, strike platinum again?
Probably not.
Behind the main desk at Avant Gallery, just north of Miami. Oh, man. Let's get to the stats. The rap mogul. I don't know if I want to read this. This is not enough.
Thanks, Pisces Boom, telling me it's Zoe Dollars. That's the person I was talking about that just got shot, too, from Florida.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not reading this article. You know what I mean? Any which way. Let me see. All right, anyway, guys, so let me see. It's a lot of you guys in here. You guys, if this is your first time, make sure you guys follow, man. Do Re Mi, 1G Code, Cortez. Okay, we got a call right here. Thank you for calling, brother. What's your name and where you from?
My name Movie. I'm from North New Jersey.
All right, what's up, brother?
Yeah, man. I don't think Cash Money gonna make it, man. They doing all kind of gay shit right now.
What are they doing? Be
I don't know. I don't think they gonna never make a comeback like they used to, man.
Oh, no. In terms of music? Oh, hell no. Their run is over. Yo, hey, listen, man. That was 3 times I tried to give you a chance. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Cliff, I guess you called. Cliff, did you call on accident? You want me to call you back? Cliff? Or something you forgot to say or something? I try to get that brother like 3 chances. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah. Yo, what's up, bro?
I was gonna say before you turn, I read this article that you got going on. Go all the way to the bottom. It shows the percentage of the Young Money artists and the money that they've made that label, not Universal, but Cash Money.
All right, where to at the bottom?
It has little graphs at the bottom. One for Drake, one for Nicki, and one for Wayne.
Okay, all right.
And that'll show how much Wayne made Cash Money.
Okay.
It's like he made them $100 million in like 5 years.
Okay.
So now it sounds like you're saying it's a bad deal then.
Well, and not counting what he must have made Universal or, you know what I mean? Because just going platinum, like, jeez. That's already enough bread for a company.
Niggas ain't going platinum no
Niggas
more.
Niggas ain't really going platinum no more. Them going platinum.
I'm talking about back then, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull the figures up so I could post it. There's Drizzy. So what yo Cliff, what I'm about to post these figures. What are these figures? How much they generated? How much they're worth?
Cash Money.
I know, but listen to my question. It's how much they're worth, how much they generated. Like is it like, you know what I'm saying? Is it their investments?
From what I'm gathering by reading that, it's yearly what they made for Cash Money. I don't think it's what like their personal earnings or whatnot.
All right, yo, this is good stuff. Let's see. All right, yeah, if you're
I didn't read all that shit either.
If you're sending me stuff, guys, it's good to send me clips because I like as you see, I can't go through the whole article. All right, boom.
I just scrolled all the way to the bottom of this
Yeah,
shit.
all right, boom. So here we have, okay, this says pre-tax, here it is, pre-tax earnings of the label's biggest 3 acts. The Williams brothers relocated Miami where Young Money, their joint venture Lil Wayne, launched New Golden Era. They signed Drake and Nicki Minaj in 2009. The pair has released a combination studio albums. Along the way, the label's artists started to match their boss's earning power. Drake has pulled in $257 million since 2011. Nicki Minaj pulled in $135 million, and Lil Wayne has made $145 million, right there behind Birdman, who made $156 million. So here we have.
Craig, could you go to move to the right a little bit?
Here we have yearly earnings, right?
Good look.
We have 15 what's his brother's name? Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
2011, 15 million. 2012, 27. 16 million, 23 million, 15, 14, 15, 19.
And this is what he made off of Young Money, right?
No, this is what he made cash money. As an artist.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, as an artist.
Because they have Nicki Minaj on here too above him, and they got Drake below him for cash money.
And so Nicki, she made 6.5, and then 15, and then 29 million. Then 14, then 21, then 20, then 16. So it sounds like $100 million is around
5 years for Wayne, 5 or 6.
5 years at his peak. So he can probably make $100 million in what, 10 years now? Like he sold,
especially as the owner
he
of
sold
his
out
company.
for maybe, I'll give him 15 years.
But that was his own catalog. He didn't, from what we tell, he didn't sell his ownership of Young Money though.
Right.
So he probably still owns whatever that is. You know what I mean?
It just feels like $100 million is not enough. That's all I'm trying to say. Based on these numbers, it seemed like
It makes your argument a lot stronger. But it also takes like work and to do this shit. But look at Drake.
Look at this nigga Drake. $94 million 1 year. That nigga Drake, bro. Look, this shit is 11, 20.5, 10 point, 33 mil, 39. Yo, man, look. Stay clean cut. Don't get no tattoos. Make song for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get to the bag, bro.
Sell your soul.
Hey, Drake ain't get caught with no pistol. You know what I mean?
Nah, Drake's different. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, good.
But see, now he's. I wonder how much he's making for his own label.
OVO?
Separate.
Yeah, because
I wonder.
Who comes out on OVO?
shit.
Party next door.
Party next door.
Not Roy Wood.
What's his name? The nigga
Weeknd.
with the Weeknd.
Is the Weeknd on OVO?
I don't know.
Probably not
I don't
anymore.
think Weeknd ain't on OVO though.
Party next door.
Partners and what? Majid Jordan and Majid Jordan.
We'll see in the future.
40, like the beat makers.
Yeah, 40, whatever.
But see, they write a lot of records, so they may not be songs you know, but the niggas write hit records though.
Yeah. Nah, Drake's record label's a letdown on him.
So yeah, I'll let somebody else call in, man. I just wanted to make sure you check those graphs out at the bottom. I thought that was the best part of that article.
Oh man, thanks Cliff for sharing this, man. Because we definitely need to see that. You know what I mean?
You actually shared this with me. I just looked at it right.
Oh yeah, cause yeah. Maurice sent it to me and I sent it to you. All right, thanks, brother.
Okay.
Moo, thanks for the follow. So look, man, check this out, man. I'm Ali Salaam.
I'm Craig.
And this is the Affairs of Men. This is CIRC7E Media, man. We go live every day at 7 o'clock, and we have these kind of conversations, okay? Conversations that means a little more, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to none of everybody else on Caffeine, but we having great conversations over here. So make sure you guys follow, and you can always be a part of this, okay? We talk about hip-hop, politics, money, finances, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How do you, assalamu alaikum. How do I get you a show? So you have a Caffeine page. So literally all you need is a camera. Shout out to Duck or Bleed. Thank you. All you need is a camera. All you need is, you know what I'm saying? And something to say. Real shit. You know what I mean? Craig, where'd you get that sweater?
That's where I get this Malcolm X sweater, man. The company's it's called LA Raw. So if you probably go just Google in LA Raw, you probably could find their little store online. I hope that helps. I mean, I didn't get it offline. I actually got it in a store that was selling it. But you know what I mean. I assume if you Google it, you could probably find it.
So yeah, man. That's how we do that, man. Shout out to everybody there. Where's Boss Man, man? Oh, he watching the game. All right. So shout out to all the people. A lot of people I've never seen before. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for all the follows. Let's do this. Let me shout out the actual. This is the point where, yeah, I got my numbers. All right. So shout out to all these people that followed. Duck or Bleed. Thank you. 1G Code. Mumu 30. David A. Jones 177. Kincaid 100. Rail James 32. Ron CSLP, Tommy Boyu, Olive Tree, thank you, Yahweh the One, and Caffeine Media, I'm not sure what that one is, Money Ander, and Nexus Save. Thank you for the follows, guys. First time listening. Well, thank you here. You know what I'm saying? That's a phone number for you to call in, man. So what I'm sorry, brother, you doing something?
No, I was liking people's comments.
Okay, all right, man. So, all right, what else you got written down there, man?
I just want to talk about them.
Go ahead, talk about it.
No, I mean we kind of did talk about it, man.
But just talk about what you want to talk about. That's what I'm saying.
Just you know what I mean. Just nigga. How about we get into his nigga with the effects of the drug problems and shit. I mean because you know this nigga Wayne always be off the lean and shit. You know what I'm saying? How much does that affect like your income, your decision making? You know what I'm saying? Were you a sober mind when you even making these decisions?
Well, here's the thing. Lean is one of the more weaker opiates, okay? So for those that don't know, opiates are basically a class of like heroin is an opiate, okay? The pharmaceutical companies, they were trying to figure out a way to sell, you know what I'm saying, opiates for a long time, right? This opioid epidemic is essentially Oxycontins, the Norcos, hydrocodones, and the
Fentanyl.
The fentanyl. Yeah. I'm sorry, yeah. The fentanyl, that's a big boy. The fentanyl, and then the oxy, and then the Norcos, and then the codeine. Okay? So the codeine is one of the more like, let me just do this real quick. The codeine is one of the more easier, like, baby opiates, right? Yes, that shit is heroin, okay? So what ends up happening is when you start sipping lean, I can almost guarantee you that, you, like, especially at the amount that he was drinking it,
right?
You're gonna start, and he started rapping about it. You start popping pills, and he actually started rapping about that shit. He's doing, I mean, Norco pills, Oxycontin, Percocets. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you something. That right there is the one outside of crystal meth is one of the most addictive drugs, and the issue with it is it affects your tolerance, right? So before, you might need like one fucking Percocet, right? All right, nigga, you buzz, you buzz, whatever. But
now you one turn to 1.5, 1.5 turn to 2,
quickly,
2 turn to 2.5.
Quickly.
Right.
And that shit is expensive. It's expensive. So I'm saying, if anybody has an opiate addiction, you're gonna blow through your money. And one of the only reasons why people hit rock bottom is niggas can't afford it. It's like, yo, man.
And then they start going to the cheaper version.
The fentanyls and shit like that. But eventually, my point is, your rock bottom isn't really health. Your rock bottom is like, y'all ain't got no more money. So imagine if you have endless amounts of money. Think about how much drugs you possibly are using. So
because he has seizures. Didn't he have seizures years back too? Because we know Rick Ross had seizures, but didn't Lil Wayne have some seizures too?
Yeah. So they say. So from my understanding is when you get off the Xanax be the reason why niggas have seizures. They say it's the lean, but from what I know drugs pretty well. From what I know, I'm just being honest with you guys. From what I know is when you come off the Xanax, that's how niggas get seizures. Okay, so the Xanax, that's not a pain pill, but that's a hard drug. It's a hard drug. But anyway, they had seizures. It might have been from the lean, but it's probably from this. Whatever. It's from a drug. Lil Wayne doesn't look good. He doesn't look healthy.
Right. That's my point. You know what I mean? Like, how much of not being of sober mind affects some of these decisions?
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're not making these
Impulsive decisions.
crystal clear.
That's
you
right.
got caught in the moment. You know what I mean?
You're feeling good. You're high. You know what I mean? You just fucking bought some bitch a Lambo.
Yep, you in a little dream world or some shit. You know what I mean? And you ink these deals. You know what I'm saying?
And you or they take advantage of you.
Exactly. You have managers or accountants, because think of an accountant. An accountant trying to get that money from you now.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's right.
On some one for you, two for me type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
That's
so,
a good point. Yeah.
nigga got you out there signing some documents, or gives you the advice. Also, and I say that because just reading the different articles, one thing that stood out was Lil Wayne seemed like he was easily followed the advice of people real quick. Because what was it? Ronald Sweeney became his manager in like 2005,
Okay.
but he had a manager before that. And somebody got in his ear and was like, oh, yeah, you need to fire him, you need to fire him. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, okay, and then he fired him. And then it was like another thing when he was reading through the articles where somebody else suggested something to Lil Wayne. I can't remember. Well, it was firing somebody else. I can't remember if it was with the Young Money situation. And he ended up firing that person because somebody told him to. You know what I'm saying?
He's susceptible, for one, lack of education,
Yes.
and probably in drug use, huh?
Yes.
Yo, it said that he had a $50 million lawsuit and he settled for 10.
Yeah, because he was trying to get $50 million out of cash money, right?
Yeah, and he settled for 10. It's like, money, that's not even half.
Well, you know, man.
It's like crackhead deals type shit.
Man, Birdman was whispering them sweet nothings to him. No, but that then goes to you accept it because you need money that bad.
Yeah, man, nah, man. Hey, man, and I feel for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that drug shit, yo, it's like, man, like, see, that's what happened to Prince. You see, Prince, he got addicted to pain pills, and then next thing you know, his tolerance went way high, and the nigga went to fentanyl, and he took some fake shit, and the fentanyl killed him.
Same thing with Michael Jackson. He need a little something just to go to sleep. Nigga, by the end, this nigga need what was that shit that he was on, man?
Profanol.
It was something that they give horses or something.
That shit was
But anyway, if I'm saying
Yeah.
the same shit happened where it was like he used to call that shit mother's milk or some shit. I remember. He used to have the wild names.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We used to call that shit mother's milk, and he needed that shit just to go to sleep. But it's
Yeah.
what you talk about with the tolerance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
First you
yeah.
just need a little bit, then you need more, then you need more. Now you don't even wake up from that shit.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
see,
I mean?
like, okay, so, like, let's say I had an addiction like Prince did, right? It would come a point where I'm like, yo, I don't have no more money. But if I did a show and I can constantly feed that demon, it would kill me. It would literally kill me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened to Prince, right? And so with Lil Wayne, it's just like, whoop, propofol. It was
Propofol, that's what the Michael Jackson.
Jackson,
was on.
yeah.
I think that was a mother's milk.
Yeah, but, yo, that man couldn't get to sleep though, man. His shit was psychological though, like,
Right.
cause sleep is where you can kind of escape. You know what I mean? The poor man couldn't even go to sleep, man. He was trapped in some demons, man. But yo,
Oh man, boss man in the house.
yeah, boss man, he always here, man. Damn,
Yeah.
what's a better addiction, drugs or women? Shit,
Ooh.
women, man.
I
women.
think I would rather be addicted to women than
Yeah,
drugs,
women,
personally.
man.
Yeah,
At least
man.
you can create kids. You know what I mean?
Well, and women, more times than not, it's not a physical addiction. It's probably more mental,
Yeah,
psychological.
see that part.
It's different
See,
than
the-
your body
that-
needs it.
that's
you know
right,
what I
that's
mean?
right,
Like,
that's right.
That's a higher level. You know what I mean?
Well, the right women will lift you up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard of a guy who called himself Starship God? Yeah, wasn't there like the nigga he would keep tattoos in the, was that like a
I never heard of them.
Wasn't that like a skinny nigga, like he had tattoos, he had like a star tattoo. Anyway, why you mention him? You know what I'm saying? Any which way, yeah. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it says music legend Prince died after taking what he thought was Vicodin, but actually was counterfeit painkiller laced with fentanyl. Yeah. Anyway, so it's just, I'm about to call in. Yeah, definitely call in, man. That's what it is, man. I hope you guys are appreciating the show, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people say it's the best show on Caffeine. I don't say that. That's just what I hear. You know what I'm saying?
The streets are talking.
The streets is talking.
Streets are
So,
talking.
I just appreciate everybody here. I hope you're enjoying this, man. We from LA. We out here in LA, man. We're on every day at 7 p.m., man.
Circle 7 at 7.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Number of completion.
Yep. 7 p.m. on the west, so that's 10 p.m. on the east. You know what I'm saying? And if you Midwest, do the math. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, respect in the building from Yonkers. That's right. Have you no shame?
Yeah. Well, people sell fake drugs because they're trying to increase their profit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
So
it's not necessarily fake drugs. It's just not
So-
pure like they telling you.
So
it
I'm
is.
gonna tell y'all about fentanyl. Let me tell y'all about fentanyl. Oxycontins, like depending on where you're at, can go for $30 a pill, which is basically $1 a gram. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on one second, okay?
All right.
All right. Damn, I can't do that. Oh well. Anyways, Ray, thank you for calling, man. What's your name and where you from?
Yo, this Moo, yo, I'm from North.
All
I
right,
asked y'all about this guy, Starship guy, man, because I looked him up, man. He online. He exposing Cash Money because Birdman was supposed to sign him. You feel me? He offered him a whole bunch of money, and he was supposed to sign him. But he had picked Young Doug over him or whatever the case might be. And if y'all go online and look this guy up, man, this shit crazy.
Yo, but I'm saying I didn't know if that. I remember that, and yeah, I didn't know if that shit was real. I didn't know if that shit was fake news, man. Was that shit real?
No, that shit was real. That shit was real. Cause in one of his shits on YouTube, you would hear Soldier Boy call him. You feel me?
Hey,
And when Soldier Boy call him, they calling each other. They calling each other Bay or whatever. But that shit was real though.
Hey, for the people that don't know,
Birdman picked Young Doug over him or whatever, and he made him get some tattoos on his face and shit, and then he basically like
Made him do gay
did
shit
nigga
too.
dirty or whatever.
Made him
So
do
the
gay
nigga went
shit.
online and started telling everybody like, I don't know what nigga gonna go online and start telling everybody that he got something ass, man.
Hey man, somebody want to ask you a question, man. Hold on.
no, I was just saying, can you give a little for people that don't know? Can you give a little description of what was his allegations? You know what I mean?
All right, his
Yo.
allegation was
Hold on, brother.
his
Wait,
allegation
brother.
was that,
Hey, hold on.
when they first started Young Money, Cash Money, that he had got rid of Lil Wayne or whatever, and he was looking for somebody to replace Lil Wayne. So it was him. He got signed. He's supposed to have got signed at the same time Young Doug had got signed, but Birdman had favored Young Doug over him or whatever, and he offered him $50 million or something like that too, and told him to get all them tattoos on his face. And the allegations was that Birdman fucked him, basically hit it and quit it. Basically fucked him, offered him a deal, fucked him, and got rid of him.
Okay.
Because that happened when Young Thug was coming in the game, and Young Thug was doing all that gay stuff, and he would, you know what I mean, he was trolling, bro. I don't know, man. That was around the same time 22 Savage came out. You know what I'm saying? It just felt, I don't know, brother. I don't know about none of this shit, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, they got he got videos with him, Young Doug and Birdman. Him and Young Doug was supposed to come out together. They was supposed to be like Young Money, Cash Money, or whatever. They were supposed to be the faces for it, but I don't know, something went wrong where he did. He ended up not fucking with the nigga Starship guy, and he ended up like, supposedly they said he ended up like being like obsessed with the nigga Young Doug or some shit like that.
So why do you bring him up? Like, why are we talking about him?
We talk about Cash Money. I'm saying like, shit, ain't nobody fucking with them niggas no more.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with them niggas no more, man. Them niggas is gay, man. Them niggas pumping boys.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's just like, we know this. We know that like a fish rots from the head down, and we know that Birdman has been very shady to everybody that signed with him. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? Who else?
And he also gay shit, like
Manny Fresh.
When niggas, you know, kiss each other in the mouth, man.
Yeah.
When niggas, I don't even kiss my pops in the mouth, nigga.
PG.
Yeah, that's right, brother. Well, thanks for the phone call, brother.
Uh-huh.
All right, peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to your breakdowns or the fentanyl.
Okay.
What you-
So Oxycontin is like, you only get it from a prescription, right? From a doctor, right? So what ended up happening was they remember this opioid epidemic that everybody was talking about. Like what happened was doctors was overprescribing that shit, right?
Yes.
And then mad people got addicted. And once you get addicted to that shit, it's fucking so hard to stop. You got to go through hell to stop, right? It's like catching coronavirus, like to stop, right? So what ended up happening was that I don't know who, maybe China, we know, but there was fentanyl that was produced, right? And the reason why the fentanyl was light is because one, it was like 20 times stronger than motherfucking morphine.
Yeah.
It was 20 times stronger than Oxycontin. But guess what? It was, I don't know, 50% cheaper.
Right. Well, but fentanyl
So that's
was,
dangerous.
But fentanyl was made for people at the end of their life.
That's right.
It was made for people that was on hospice care, where you didn't care if they got addicted to it because they only was going to live for like a month anyway.
Interesting.
It was basically like,
Interesting.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you didn't care
was
about them
not
being
no
addicted
long-term.
because it was not a long-term thing. It was, this person's on their deathbed, they feeling pain, we're going to give them some fentanyl, whatever, they get straight. And this, because of how strong it is, we could give them less. You know what I mean?
And so what ended up happening was, if a nigga's addicted to oxys and he's blowing like $100 a day, let's just say $100 a day, he can switch to fentanyl, take like 80% less pills, and you know what I'm saying, only have to spend $10 a day. But the shit is so powerful, niggas be dying left and right. And the problem is this. Little blue pills, right? Selling the hood, $30, $30, $30, $20, $25, $20. The Oxy Blue 30s, you know what I'm saying? The Oxy Blue 30s. Niggas selling $20, $25. But look, my nigga, that's a lot of money. But so, you know what they started doing? They started pressing pills in the street. So niggas are like, go on the internet or whatever, buy fentanyl, buy blue powder, and create their own oxys. And that's what Prince got. You see what I'm saying? Niggas like, oh, nah, this shit's a real blue. This shit is a real Oxy 30. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that shit is 1,000,000 times stronger, nigga. You pop that shit, you're dead.
And if your, from which we talked about earlier, your tolerance already went up.
Yes.
So you might have went from taking half a pill to now 2 pills.
Yes.
So now you're taking 2 pills of fentanyl.
Exactly. And it's dangerous.
Right.
It's dangerous. And so if anybody, especially these entertainers that got gobbles of money and have connections all over the place, if they get into drugs, they can totally get lost. Totally. And I can see, because they even said stories of the singer Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. Like they was on coke. But they said they were spending so much money on this shit.
Well, you get that amount of money where you can create your own reality. You can create your own reality, and you can create your own friend group around you. You know what I mean? And niggas around you that ain't gonna say no. You know what I mean? Because they low-key on payroll. And
now look what happened. Like, Whitney Houston died. Her daughter died. You know what I'm saying?
Bobby Brown's son just died,
It's fucking bad, y'all. It's bad, man. Vices, man. Them drugs, man. So, like, I look at Lil Wayne, man. I'm like, yo, man. Yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P. to anybody that lost their life. I'm just like, yo, man. I clearly, like, I seen a lot of addicts, man. And I'm just like, yo, man. Regardless if you have a lot of money or not, yes, it's synthetic. But if you have a lot of money or not, you know what I'm saying? It affects your judgment, man. It affects your business. You know what I'm saying? Niggas lose. How many addicts we know lose their jobs? How many crack addicts? Just crack addicts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's just like Lil Wayne, man. And then on top of it, he go around glorifying drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So then he got the spiritual karma.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Well, I mean, what you just said about the spiritual karma with the drugs, that was what I was trying to allude to with the whole, like, guns and always getting called weapons possession and shit. You know what I mean? Because it's the spiritual karma. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like, you rap about these things, you get caught. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like it hurts us as a community. You know what I mean? I feel like it hurts us as a community that, I mean, because, I mean, it's the perception. You know what I mean? Hip hop is the number one entertainment that people consume of black culture. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And every time you look up, there's a rapper getting shot.
Yes.
There's a rapper Like even like the 6ix9ine bullshit, where 6ix9ine was not even on no real gang shit as a person, but he exploited that aspect of the culture. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And got niggas to pose with him and look fake with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he never should have been able to do that shit.
He never
you know what
should
I'm saying?
have. Yeah.
And the problem is when that much money gets involved, you start having real niggas getting seduced by the money selling this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm selling an affiliation. Because this shit happens in LA all the time. You know what I mean? Where you have these out-of-town celebrities that come into LA and they basically pay their way into these gangs and shit. You got these motherfuckers who didn't become Bloods until they're 22, 23 years old. Get the fuck out of here.
Chris Brown ass.
Yes.
Dangerous to be a rapper these days. Shit's cray.
Yeah, and
Gotta
it shouldn't
pull
really
yourself
be
out
that
the
way.
element. Chris
and
Brown.
it shouldn't be, and it really shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? And it really feels like more rappers have died in the last like 5 to 10 years from this type of shit than like in the past. I mean, because of course you had the Biggie Smalls and the Pacs or whatever that happened in the 90s. But if we really think about outside of Biggie Smalls and Pac, who else died?
Right. But like, as you know, it's a million more rappers. You know what I was thinking about?
That's true.
You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about how like a lot of the European rock stars, them niggas died off drugs, man. A lot of them niggas died off drugs, bro.
Yes, they did.
You know what I mean?
They did.
Like, and then all these guys want to be rock stars, like Lil Wayne, Lil Uzi, Future. Them niggas want to be rock stars, man. They want the drugs to kill them, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But like even Future rap about all these drugs, and look at his life, man. He got like hella baby mamas, bro.
Who you talking about?
Future. Bunch of bad business, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Poor decisions, man. Any which way, man. Like, say no to drugs. You know what I mean? Is marijuana a drug?
Yes.
Yeah.
But not all drugs are created equal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like everything's on a scale. You know what I mean? Something on this end is not the same.
Shrooms, you know what I mean?
All that shit,
Yeah.
I mean, they're technically drugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't
but it's
act
not
like-
addictive,
I mean,
though.
alcohol's a drug, too.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? It's just a legal drug.
Yeah.
You know?
Tobacco, caffeine. Caffeine's a
Caffeine's a
They
drug,
say
too.
caffeine is the #1 selling drug in America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that shit is drugs, man. But they're not all created equal. You know what I mean?
I'll tell your mom I said what's up, bro. Yep.
Right.
Pusha T wrote, I'm loving it for McDonald's. Is that a joke? Fuck you, Craig.
It ain't a drug no more.
It ain't a drug
No,
no
it's
more.
a legal drug. It's a legal drug, but it's still a drug. Like, we can't act like it's not. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
me
but I'm
personally,
saying it's
I don't
not-
think weed is a drug.
Yeah.
It can be abused.
Well, when I say drug, I don't mean that it's addictive.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, because, technically, you know what I mean? Because Tylenol is a drug, you know what I mean?
Right. Technically, Robitussin is a drug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But any which way, man, I hope you guys is enjoying the show, man. Anybody want to call in before we get up out of here? You know what I mean? Another great show. Good content. If you're on Facebook, you guys, please click the little link. Go, look in the comments. Click the link and come on over to Caffeine, man. This is where everybody's at, man. We got a bunch of people here. Boss Man, Flip the Script, Demonville, Zokazo, Stretch, Berserk. We got a new phone call. Mr. Cliff, you like the show? What's up, brother?
Yo,
What's on your bird?
I randomly saw something come across my phone,
Damn.
and I had to tell you because it's about this. It's related to this show, long term versus short term. On Nori's Drink Champs, he was interviewing Pusha T, and Pusha T said he got an upfront payment to ghostwrite the "I'm Loving It" shit for McDonald's.
So like a remake or something. Because I'm Loving It was written many years ago.
Exactly. You know, it's only like 20 years old for real, though.
So you said
So
20
back
years
in the
ago, Pusha
day-
T wrote that.
What?
When Justin Timberlake and Neptunes and Pusha T and all them were making music, it came from like a Justin Timberlake thing, but Pusha T wrote it. And he just got upfront payment, but he didn't have no publishing to it, no ownership to it, no long-term.
But that was for
Money's from it.
You're talking about the McDonald's thing, right?
Yeah, so McDonald's.
So basically what Cliff is saying is the nigga's saying he sold it for the low.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it depends on how you look at it, because
He looks at it like I wish I didn't do it like that.
Exactly.
I took an L.
Oh, of course not. But I'm saying, but see, you have 20/20 hindsight though. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's why we're having a conversation now.
Right. Because in that moment, you don't know that it was gonna be that big. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
what
hear
you
you.
do know is you're doing business with a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Right.
And whatever they offering you, there's more money that to be made. You know what I'm saying?
Or they wouldn't be offering you anything. So it's like, hey, I need 5%. I need
But what
50%.
if they? I'm saying I don't know the details. But what if they?
We're gonna read. I got the
credit.
article. We're gonna
Okay,
read it. We're gonna read it.
okay.
But go ahead though.
I was gonna say, but what if they offer you more than they typically offer anybody to do that commercial up front?
Okay,
I'm saying,
that's-
'cause we're using hindsight. We're
Yo.
using
How
hindsight.
much they offer other people is relative. I'm talking about how much this shit is worth. You see what I'm saying?
But the worth came after the fact, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, you're writing a
As soon as
jingle.
it came out of his mouth,
Yo,
that
you're
shit
writing.
is worth for this shit.
But I'm saying you're writing a jingle for McDonald's, my nigga.
I know.
Like,
I know.
yo, no, I'm not
I know.
selling it. I need a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? I need a piece of that. I'm not selling it. I'm not.
And it was on some ghostwrite shit. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Okay,
you almost just wish you get writer's credit.
okay. So it's like, what about? All right, so let's just think like, let's say maybe it could be us, right? So boom, McDonald's come to you. They say, yo, jingle, da 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 da. Pusha T, we gave Pusha T. How much Pusha T get? Do you know?
I don't know the amount. He just said
Because
I
the
got
money
paid
he
up
got
front.
was
So-
the amount, whether it was a flop or a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could have not
So
been a hit. You know what I mean?
okay, but what I'm saying is, whatever X amount of money. Let's just say they were like, yo, we'll give you $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to give up 100% of it. To me, like, because you don't know how much it is, it's like, yo, man, I might need that percentage though. You know what I'm saying? At least let me hold on to 30%, 40%.
Or at least writer's credit.
Hey, this is 20 years ago, so let's think back. Is this before Grinding comes out? Is this before that first album even comes out?
How about we read the article? Find out. Like, let me see.
Well, it might be-
Because I
Pusha T
remember hearing,
grinding.
I remember a producer played me
That was 2002.
Justin Timberlake.
2002. Grinding came out 2002. This was 2003. Okay? Let me read. Let me read.
Okay.
Pusha T. So the article says, see, hold on. I wish I had a picture of Pusha T real quick. Hold on 1 second.
I heard back in the day a producer played me a Justin Timberlake song that had like a Neptune's beat, and it was like I'm loving it, and that ultimately I think is what got sold. But I didn't know Pusha T wrote it. But thinking back, it's like, yeah, he used to be with the Neptunes and them, so of course he got paid to ghostwrite that. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You know what I mean?
All right, here we go. Thank you, Cliff, for sharing this, man. Pusha T, being the writer for McDonald's popular "I'm Loving It" jingle, is now a known fact after being revealed 2 years ago. However, it turns out the rapper doesn't own any publishing for the jingle he originally created back in 2003. On Drink Champs, like you say, the Good Music president said that not getting publishing rights for the song is one of his biggest regrets. Quote, I took a super L. Push said about the jingle. He said all he got was just upfront, no publishing. Shout out to the former Music Gazette Steve Stout, who gave me a check, and I was like, great. I want artists to know that part. Keep your publishing. He continued. So I don't give a fuck if them niggas offer you $100 million. Keep your publishing, man.
I'm just saying.
That
If you
check,
keep it in publishing, they might not offer
When
you
Below
100 million,
Pop,
because they're offering you 100 million based on.
of course, you're right.
It-
That
in
check
10
will be
years-
nice, but I'm loving it. Been running for how long now? I did that shit in 03. Who knows what that check would have been? However, the Daytona revealed that he has publishing rights for another fast food jingle. The get back is real. I also own 40% of the Arby's commercial.
we have
That's
to meet.
gangsta. Yeah.
But
Yo.
see, he learned from his mistake.
That's what he said. He said.
Yeah. See, I respect if you learn from
you
your
live
mistake,
and
you know
you
what I mean?
learn.
Yes,
You live and you
yes,
learn. He
yes.
said, referring to the slogan, "We have the meats." Pause. That comes at the end of their most recent commercials.
He wrote that shit? That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Wow.
I
Recent.
low-key always thought a black person wrote that part in jest.
Well, hey, you're right. Hey, your spidey senses was tingling and they was correct.
I just feel like if there was something that was beneficial for either of those two guys, they would do it, he said. I think they're into doing anything that's beneficial anyway.
This the thing. This
My
the
man-
thing
my
I think
man-
is
Wow.
interesting about that.
Huh?
My man
This
learned.
what's
My man
interesting
learned.
about that.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, in 10 years, who knows who drops the best lollipop in the world, and they pay for that song to be used, or they flip that shit, like the lollipop shit. The
Right.
lollipop, you know what I mean?
But my whole thing
who
is
knows
like
if
this.
that's the next big jingle in like 3 years or 4 years for the blow pop company. You know, who knows?
That's a good point, right? Like a
Yeah,
Christmas
exactly.
single or something. Yo,
Yeah,
but just like the brother though that called and said he had the business and he sold. The whole idea is to maintain some ownership. That's it at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to have that conversation in the future because we talk about learning from your mistakes. It's okay to make the mistake one time. You can't make the shit again. I just hope down the road, 5 or 10 years, we're not hearing about Lil Wayne now selling his ownership in Young Money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because that's the
Exactly.
pattern that we might see emerge. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
10 years
I
from
guess
now.
the last.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Lil Wayne, like, he sold all
Exactly.
the rights. All
Exactly.
the of Drake and Nicki Minaj and nigga sold
Exactly.
that for
Pennies
whatever.
on a dollar or whatever.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I will say, sometimes like the game of Monopoly, if y'all brothers know how to play it, it's like you buy hotels and houses on these properties, but when you start owing money, you don't want to get rid of that hotel.
Nope.
You don't want to get rid of that house. But if you lose and you got to come up with that money, you start getting rid of shit. You know what I mean?
Yep. You start selling the electric company. You know what I mean?
Got to start selling electric. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe you never know. I don't know what his pocket's doing, but maybe he's to that point already. So he's like,
It's
damn,
clear.
I
It's
fought so
clear
hard
he's in
just to get
financial
this.
ruin. I mean, not ruin, but he's in financial hardship.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nigga,
But
you
that's it, man. I'm
that
outta
fucking
here.
Shows that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Y'all better stay up.
Islam,
All right.
brother.
All right. Again, man, this is Circle 7 at 7. We're discussing everything, the latest and greatest in hip hop news and politics. Today we were discussing the Lil Wayne selling
Thank you, brother.
his masters for $100
That's right.
million, and we're just using that situation to kind of fan out and talk about other things that affect our community as far as financial planning, as far as drug use, as far as weapons and gun and gang banging type shit. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in LA. So has anybody got anything else they want to say before we get on up out of here? You know what I mean? Just wanted to bring it back around.
Well done. That's a phone number for you to call in, 424-2613. Ali, so how do you feel about his clothing line? Who? Lil Wayne? Oh, truck fit? I'm straight.
That's the last thing I know is truck fit. I don't know about
Yeah, I'm
maybe something
straight.
new after that.
I'm
you know
straight,
what I mean?
bro. I don't
I
dress
don't
like
know
him.
if that-
Does it
yeah.
look like I don't? Oh man, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't wear nothing trendy, bro. I keep my shit. You know what I mean? Authentic. You know what I mean? How you feel about it, Linnell? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just go with the
Linnell
classics.
laughing.
I just go with the classics. You know what I'm